there's a lot of nonprofits involved in child advocacy or potentially just, trying to meet hunger needs or housing needs. What is it like to be in your day job consistently coming up against people's most challenging seasons of their life? Or maybe, it's their crisis and they might look back on that crisis and think, that was the worst moment in the last 10 years for me, and then you go to the next one and the next one and the next one every day, all day. And what does that kind of impact does that have on somebody working in a space like yours?
I think it's important to recognize that our agency doesn't exist without trauma. Trauma has to have occurred in order for a child or their family to receive services here. And so that is every bit day to day of what it is that our team is experiencing. And having to be fully present for this family, wrap that up, and then be fully engaged with the next family seems impossible. Yeah. And these are some of the worst days of somebody's life. And so it's important that just our aesthetic, the first impression that a family has when they pull into our facility, that it gives a sense of comfort and just some peace. It's so important that our clients feel that, but we also recognize that our staff have to feel that too. We also have a rule of engagement here that we have to find the joy. There's so much hard in everything that we do. We signed up for that. We chose hard, but we also have to choose joy. I'm not in the trenches any longer, and so I have to recognize how my role makes an impact and supports the team who is in the trenches and making sure that they have what they need to be successful. And so my why today looks a little bit different, but at its very heart, it's the same.
Could you share with us a little bit from your perspective the importance of service like Gap Relief for nonprofit, either volunteers or full-time workers who are kind of coming up against this type of trauma every day?
While we work really hard to build processes internally to support our staff and to create resilience, we need outside support to do that as well. And then even for me as a leader, it's lonely up top is what they often say. And so to have people in the community that understand what we do, they understand my role, and then they understand to a degree of what each of our team members do and want to come and walk alongside an agency that says, hey, you're doing really great work, we need you, and we need you to stay in this. They created space where we built pain maps and just understanding how the impact of trauma affects our bodies, it affects our thoughts, it affects what we do when we leave here at the end of the day, but also incorporating things within our work day. You can't go home in self-care. Right. You have to find things during the day that are taking care of your mind, your body, and your soul too.